I got my 3S Typhon out. Watch, I'll show you. The gyro does work. It is effective when you gun it right off the line. So that was with a little bit of gyro. Let's try that again. Much better before. Oh, I got pebbles and stuff. Okay. Okay. Now that's a touch of gyro. And I'm using the Radio Link receiver for this. Now, no gyro. See that? See how much of a difference that makes? So, when you buy these cars and you want to upgrade your stock transmitter and receiver, consider getting one with a gyro, because they do help for certain things. I leave mine off most of the time because when you put gyro on, you lose a lot of your steering. It's not as responsive and you can't make it tight a circle. So I don't use it much. You can use it to, if you're tight doing corners and you don't really trust your cornering ability, you can turn it on and it helps you from tipping over. Not much, but it does. Without it on, you can cut into the ground a lot easier. You put some gyro on and it helps you not make such a tight radius. So that in that way it helps you not flip your car. Alright, let's try this again. Ooh, can't get very much loft off of that. Ooh, there's a lacrosse ball. Found that one by accident. Oh, come on, Typhon. Nope. Nah, it's not gonna make it. I gotta center my camera a little better. Oh boy. All right. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna try to find a good spot to stand. Try to find a good spot to stand for you. Ooh. Oh. So every car is really awesome, and it has its own thing going. The 3S Typhon is not the same car as the 6S Typhon. They're similar, but different. This one's a lot lighter, and so that helps it respond differently. They're both buggies, so they drive similarly, but not the same. Got a lot less weight going on here. I'm going to add a couple of spacers to my front shocks. Just needs a little low to the ground. So yeah, my 6S Typhon, I got to take those wheels off. Well, maybe not all of them, but I got to glue them. The whole inside of that one is coming off. So for the longest time I was running this with a metal spur gear, 52 tooth, same as the stock. But and that thing was a champ in there, and I paid a lot of money for that. I paid like $74 or $84 for it. That's before they had anything like that on Jenny's. Jenny's basically just got that setup with the 4S cars. But up till then, you had to pay out the yin-yang to get one of those spur gears and slipper clutches. And so yeah, I paid around $80 and once I bought it, I really didn't know what to do with it. I mean, I was so new in the hobby, I wasn't sure how everything went. So it just kind of sat for a while. And then I remembered I had it, and so I put it in this car. Probably the one that needs it the least. I should have put it in a Granite, but I didn't. So I ran it in this for a long time until I started my my Franken Granite project. And I was trying to think about how I could cut costs, and because it was getting pricey. And I said, oh yeah, the Typhon's got that metal spur gear. I'll just rob that. So that's what I did. And who knows how long that slipper is going to hold out and all that with all that extra weight. Like I said, I bought it off Jenny's, and those are the ones that came out of those 4S Armas, which are basically just souped up 3S cars. They're almost the exact same thing, except, you know, the drive shafts are upgraded, the shocks are upgraded, gearing is upgraded, but it's all the same size. The diff housings, they're the same size. They both operate on the 52 tooth setup, and they're the exact same. You know, those wheelbases might be wider and all that, but the base, the important stuff, is the same. Boy, you're just endlessly picking rocks out of here. Different perspective here. Oh, go. Oh, some weed whacker line. That's one of the things that they, you know, are good about in this place, is keeping it weed whacked and mowed, because it's really tough to drive your cars in heavy grass. So this is also an aftermarket motor. I'm anxious to see what temps we're running here. I bought that cheap little temp gun. Once I learn how to use my computer, winter's coming up and I'll have a lot of time inside. I'll learn to use my computer, and I'll learn to edit videos, and I will learn to put in links to products that I have a lot of faith in. And I'll be doing reviews on things to avoid. So far, my good list is a lot longer than my bad list. I'll say that. I've had a lot better luck buying aftermarket parts than I have had bad luck. Most of the things I bought have been pretty solid. And that's because, mostly because once I find something good, I'll keep buying that. But I read reviews, guys. I'll read the hell out of reviews. She's getting a little scraped up. I epoxied this, and it's helped quite a bit. I just wanted to keep a lot of the abrasion off of that, and that's what happened. I got a Power Hobby servo on this. Good servo. That servo cost me about 60, 70 bucks. But yeah, those Power Hobby servos are good servos. So in my cars, well, I'm running three or four different kinds of servos now. I have two of the Enjoras going. The Enjora brushless, that's 36 bucks. Yeah, I've got one of those in the Mojave, and I've got one of those in the Creighton. My 6S Typhon has that truly Trobly $20 brushless servo. My newest find. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. I am. Absolutely nothing wrong with that servo as of yet. And so yeah, those two brushless, and then the Power Hobby servos. Yeah, and then I have my Granite, which is running on a Spectrum 6S servo, an S652 or whatever it is. And no, I've got even more servos going because my Vortex has a Banggood special in it. That was a $16 find. And that's been in there since I put it in there, you know, about a year ago. It was one of the ones that Kevin Talbot recommends, you know, for a cheap servo. And I picked it up. You know, it's slow. It's probably good for a crawler, things like that. It's a slow servo, but it comes back to center fine. Getting a lot of these. Anyhow, I gotta pretty much wrap it up here because it's getting kind of late. I gotta go pick up my daughter. But let's get rid of this battery. Let's wear this. This is a Huvo hard case 3S battery, 80C. I recommend Huvo batteries, big time. Huvo, Pavwe, Gold Bat are excellent cheap Chinese batteries. And I'm serious. Never had an issue with any of those brands. They're all going to put out this, you know, approximately same amount of power. It's really tough to tell the difference between a 60C battery and an 80C battery. So pay less attention to that and more attention to price. I mean, I think maybe if you're a gear snob and you got to have your Ovonics or whatever, you know, you want to pay $84 per battery, then you know, maybe there's something to that. I don't know. I've never bought like a $100 battery, so maybe there is a big difference. But for the money, for the price, you know, I've had all my 3S batteries around a year now, and the only ones that have really gone bad are the Z batteries. I've had one puff up on me, one of those small 2S batteries from the little cars, but that was just because I forgot to turn my remote off. And, you know, it murdered the battery. Yeah, alright. I think I'm going to call it with this one, but I'm going to pause the video real quick and then ram back to my car real fast and then see what kind of speeds we're dealing with. Or, sorry, temperatures on that little Surpass Hobby motor. Well, it's not little. It's 65 millimeters long, 3065. So I think, yeah, it's longer than the stock motors. But anyway, let's get over there. Okie dokie. Let's check these temps on the motor. We have 128 on that heatsink. On the shaft, we have 109. Okay, so the heatsink is definitely doing its job. The inside of the motor is substantially cooler than the stuff protecting it. So, right on. 129, 128. This is a good one. You want to make sure you get one that you can scan. So wherever that red dot is where the temperature is. So the caps are 131, ESC is 122, the fan, air coming out of the fan is 128, battery 87, connections 92. So things get warm. Cables are 72, so that's like, alright, let's check the gearbox. Ooh, it's warm in there too. Yeah, that aluminum gearbox, that's See, 110. I love this thing. What a great little gadget. Okay, so the gears aren't getting warm. That's this what sweet little. Okay, let's check the servo. Servo. Little warmer than outside air. 80 degrees. Cool. So pick one of these up. It's a fun little gadget. And you know, very useful if it's a hot day or if you're running multiple packs, pack after pack. But yeah, see, that's a great little Surpass hobby motor. I like that thing. Everything's working great. Beautiful car. Get yourself one of these if you have a chance. Alright guys, over and out. If you found value in this video, like and subscribe. See ya.